Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the weekly video about indexes analysis. We will start this. To make these videos more interactive, I thought of adding something that I think is will be more educative and fun as well. So here is the chart that I took. Don't worry about the time frame and the stock, whatever the stock it is. Just look at the chart. Pause this video and look at the chart and see where the prices is headed towards. So is it going to hit 1, 2, or is it going to come to A, B, what your assessment is. Okay, it's just for fun. It will be good. I will show you what happens next sometime during this video here. So just pause it and assess it, okay, and see what do you think. Okay, right, let's go to our assessment. Let's go to Nifty. We do the top down analysis. On monthly, we see that it was a very nice bull bar here, which is fantastic, and we saw last week that the bulls are kind of sustaining those higher prices, right? That's what the market is saying right now on monthly. On weekly chart, yeah, it's a fantastic move, right? And I would say when the market is going up, just listen to what the market is saying and stay bullish in the market. Okay, on a weekly time frame, it's showing it's bullish. Okay, so we have to stay bullish as such. And who would have thought when this was coming down, people would say like, okay, it's going to come down, it's time to come down, because it has already rallied so much from this point to this point. It has to come down, and it has to come down. See what happened? It went up. So just imagine that there is a possibility that the market can do this, right? So at least just imagine that can happen. So but right now, yeah, it is in a bullish mode, and that is a very likely situation. That's what I would say. But nevertheless, there is always a room for this as well. Okay, like this, try to go up and then start coming down. I mean, this was an exceptional case because it was due to the pandemic. Okay, so that's not going to happen too frequently in the market. So till then there might be some corrections. Apart from that, it's still in an uptrend. Okay, that's what the weekly chart is saying at least. Now if we come down to daily, we discussed like when the price printed this particular small doji bar kind of a thing here, we said, if you have watched my previous analysis on index, I said like any bar which is at least something similar to this bar, even this bar here, if bulls can able to print that kind of a bar closing above the high of this doji bar, then that would be a fantastic success for bulls. But instead they printed a fantastic bull bar here, which was really nice, isn't it? Now we also said that when they print that kind of a candlestick, they won't mind even if bears manage to bring the prices down to these levels as a correction. So that's what I think. I think this level is very important, and I'd be go for swing trading in index if price comes down to this level. From this point, I'll be just trading intraday. I won't be going for swing trading as such. I'll be looking for intraday opportunities, and I'm expecting price to come down here and then start going up. But before doing that, the market can print a couple of green bars next week, and then maybe after that we can see some sort of bear bars coming in next week. That's what I think. Market can do many things, so that's one of the things that I am anticipating if that happens. And obviously from the bulls and bears objectives, the first objective of the bears is to break this low and bring the prices to these levels. Okay, and the bulls objective is to break this high and take it higher, and shift their base from this point to somewhere higher. But this testing of these levels is really important for the price to sustain, for the market to sustain. So that's why it's very likely the market might come down next week or the week after and test these levels. That's what I think. So I'll be ready for that kind of pattern to develop in the market. So yes, these are the objectives. If you go to what I want you to do is I want you to associate these index assessments to our swing trading assessments, the stocks that we select. When the market is up, you go for like swing trading opportunities that provide you going long in some of the good stocks. That's what we did in PEL and previously in SBI, Maruti, and all those stocks. So that will be like you will be in sync with the market. So as I said, for the next week I said maybe a couple of bars I'm expecting a bull bars, and then in the early part of the week, and then in the second part we might probably see some downside. Okay, now moving on to Bank Nifty. Let's go to Bank Nifty here. If you go to monthly, Bank Nifty is kind of a little bit lagging in with respect to Nifty, and if but still it managed to print a nice big bull bar here in the previous month, and then this month it started with a slightly bearish week. If you go to here, we see some sort of rejection here. So obviously, the objective of the bears is to take down the lows of this and defend the highs of this, and it's just the opposite for the bulls. They want to break the highs and then they want to defend these lows, I would say. Why that? Because if you go to daily, you can see here some sort of base forming here. So the bulls won't really mind if price comes down to this level, because they know they won't be concerned too much about that. When you can see, so all the bears should do is basically they just have to show some eagerness to bring the prices down, because the bulls are not really so worried if the prices come down. So that's the reason I'm thinking the market might come down and test these levels, which is also necessary for the market to do that and then go up. So maybe, as I said, 1 or 2 days it might print some small tiny bull bars and then start coming down. That's what I'm thinking. So keeping that in mind, I'll be looking for stocks where I want to do some swing trades. Okay, so this is the overall view of the market basically, because the structure wise Nifty and Bank Nifty, they are all kind of similar. Okay, so now regarding the question I asked, okay, this was the chart I showed you, and if you had thought like this is in an uptrend or in a downtrend, so let's just clear that one off first. So I'll just put it in the edit mode so that I can show you what the market is doing. If you see here, it's kind of doing this. Right? So it's clearly in an uptrend, and even though this one is printing this lower highs and lower lows, overall trend is actually bullish, because this was the previous low. Unless this level is taken out, it's still in a bullish trend. Okay, so that's the thing I wanted to let you know. And now let's see what happens next. Okay, you see this? Because the market was in a bullish trend, it can turn and continue its trend any moment, so you have to be ready. So that's why people always say like it's always good to trade with the trend. I'm not saying counter trend is bad, but you have to be aware of these kind of things that might happen in the market. Okay, so I hope you like this video, guys, and if you like these questions to be posed to you on every video, just let me know, and I'm happy to do that. It will be more interactive and it will be more educative as well, and you'll get the feel of the market mind quite nicely. So join my free Telegram channel if you haven't done so yet. The description is in the the details of the Telegram channel is in the description, and also share with your friends and subscribe if you haven't done yet. This will really motivate me to produce more good videos with good content that might be helpful for you to become a better trader. Thank you guys, see you soon.